Hello, it's Burbo. Okay, so welcome to January fabric haul. I promised myself I wasn't going to do this because I bought loads and loads of fabrics before Christmas. But I had to go into Birmingham City Centre because I had to get some purple fabric. I had one client who ordered a purple dress before Christmas. She also ordered it in black as well. She wanted the two. And I did get a purple fabric, but I wasn't happy with it because it was a lot heavier than the fabric that the Nina dresses were in, the black crepe. So I then had a second client who also wants a black and a purple Nina dress. So I thought, right, I'm going to buckle down and go out and search for a proper fabric for these dresses. So this was the original fabric, but this is actually more of a lilac rather than a true purple, what we'd call Cadbury purple, to make it like a true purple. It's a bit more of a lilac and it feels a bit more man-made. It feels a bit more kind of viscosy, if that's even a word. I wasn't happy with it at all. So I went out and I found the perfect purple fabric. So look at that. Now that is a true purple, and the weight of it is almost exactly the same as the black crepe. It's not exactly the same texture, but it's the same weight. So it's a beautiful kind of summery dress weight. So I'm really, really pleased with that. And I also found exactly the correct thread for it. So that is just going to be perfection. I also had a really lovely chat with the guy whose shop it is. And he said he remembers me from back in the 90s of when I used to work in the city centre. And he also remembers serving me in the fancy silk store because he used to work there. So I had a really lovely chat with him. Had a chat with him about some other makers and some other designers. He remembered the lovely Patty Bell, who, as most of you know, was a friend of mine. And he also was talking about some of the designers and the costume makers from the Rep Theatre, who he does a lot of fabric for. So that was really lovely to have a catch up and talk shop, as it were. And yeah, it was just lovely. Went through the rag market and I went to see my lovely friend Sally, who's got her vintage shop in the rag market called Sally's Alley. If you haven't seen my TikTok, go and have a look at my TikTok because I've just done a whole little feature on her shop. It's absolutely beautiful. She's got some beautiful stuff, some beautiful she's got some Bieber, she's got some vintage furs, Tommy Hilfiger, and some Levi's, all sorts of stuff, men's and women's. So please go and take a look if you're ever in the Birmingham area. Also, from the shop where I got the purple fabric, I also spotted this. Now, there was a bit of a kerfuffle last year because the sunflower yellow tartan had been discontinued. And it was the yellow tartan with the big check. Now, I knew that some stores still had a small amount of the sunflower yellow with the smaller check. So I took the chance while I was there and I bought some. So this is the sunflower yellow tartan. So if nobody snaps it up, then I'm going to make probably an outside dress with that because that is just going to look so striking. Then I just went a bit wild. I just went a bit wild in the aisles, as I do when I'm fabric shopping. I can't resist. It's like an addiction. So this one, this is a green, but the print is almost like, if this was in light blue, it would be like a Wedgwood plate print. So I'm really loving that. I think it's really it's quite kind of mature. Really loving that. Now, I think it should go that way down. and obviously any drapery will disrupt the lines and give it lots of flow and shape. So really loving that. And then this, I love a bold print on a dark background. So whether it be black or blue or whatever, but I love a bold print on a dark background, and I absolutely love this. I love mustard. I love a big floral, and this is on a navy blue. So yeah, really, really pleased with that. Love it. This isn't really a tartan, but it's a check, and it's reminiscent of a tartan because of the different types of color mix within it. So on paper you'd say ew, but kind of a tan, a green, a tan, a mint green, a blue and a white, you wouldn't know, but it actually really works. Love that, absolutely love it. Looks really fresh, kind of semi-formal. Really, really loving that, and it's so light. So for a check or a tartan or a plaid, it's quite unusual because it's so light. So I did get quite a lot of that actually, because I was really taken with it. I go through these kind of these phases of different types of print and different types of fabric. I'm quite taken at the moment with quite intense prints and quite geometric printing on fabric. So I've done a new piece. This print, it's very, very intense, but from a distance, the green really pops. And I found that it's almost like, because it's so green, it's almost like a block color. So the drapery and the folds really, really show up in the dress. Some prints, the drapery won't show on a photo or whatever, and it'll only show when the garment is actually in motion, when you're walking in it or moving around in it. So I'm quite kind of partial to these kind of intense prints. A black with a golden green. Which shouldn't really work, but it is going to work because this will drape beautifully. And because of the intensity of the print, it will show up all the drapes. And this would really suit someone who wears a lot of black, but just wants to kind of dip their toes in a bit of colour. And that gold would be lovely with kind of gold jewellery, like antique dark gold jewellery. So very, very happy today with my little haul. Had a really lovely day. Got chatting to the girl at the haberdashery as well when I went to get my cotton. All the people I go to in the city centre know me now, because obviously I've been going 12 years, and you know, they're like old friends, you know, and they always look after me. So yeah, it was a really, really lovely day, and it got me out of the boutique, it got me out of the town centre here, a little jaunt out. If there's anything there that you really, really like and you'd like something made up, then obviously get in touch with me. I will be making up pieces ready to wear to go on the stores, so keep your eyes peeled for those. If you've enjoyed this video, if you're enjoying my content, then please subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and I'll see you next time.